Hey everybody, what a way to start. Oh man. That opening theme will never get old. It is just beautiful and wonderful. Good morning, everybody. Happy race day. I mean, I
Happy
know
race day.
Friday's a great day in general. It's the start of the weekend. No one really works all that hard on a Friday, but uh, it's race day. We get to hear that theme, that song that chills through our spines, and we get some people with one of these metaphorically in their hands, not literally, because I'm not mailing a slip of paper to anybody, and get them into SFB 14, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to run some races, get some people into SFB 14. But as you see on the screen, actually no, before we do that, are you subscribed to our channel? Hit the button if you're not. Hit the bell so you get the notification for when we go live. So you know that if you missed the tweet when I said 4 minutes-ish, and we were pretty close to starting on time today, you'll get the notification that we go live. And then hit the thumbs up button to let us know you like us, because we need to know that. We need that validation. And now I will say, you will see on the screen, we have a special guest along with us, and I'm not even going to bother introducing. I'm just going to let you go. Say who you are, say why you're here, say what you're here to do, and all of the fun stuff that I didn't read before we started.
All right. Well, my name is Eric Fernandez on Twitter. That's at LionheartDad, and I am here to give away a Scott Fish Bowl 14 spot today. And I'm going to be giving away to someone who signed up for a tournament that my wife and I run called the Lionheart Legacy Bowl. And the Lionheart Legacy Bowl is to honor the memory of our son Ezra, and just to honor his life. And what we did is we set up a fund through a local foster care agency, Angels Foster Care. And what this fund does is it helps out kids with unique challenges. So Medicare doesn't always cover everything. There's sometimes unique challenges that show up. Like we had a family who took in 3 kids in 4 years, and they already had like 3 or 4 kids of their own. So we bought them a double stroller that they needed. One time we helped a family. We paid for their hotels so they could stay near where their son was getting a surgery done. Just things like that, just to help out with extra costs. So every dollar that gets donated to the Lionheart Legacy Bowl goes into that fund, and it's just pretty cool. Fantasy football is just a big part and one way that we can share his legacy. And I think it falls under what Fantasy Cares is all about, giving back and this wonderful community that we have with fantasy football. So thanks for having me on. I'm really excited to give away a SFB 14 spot to someone who signed up for the Lionheart Bowl. If you are interested in getting in the tournament, you can go to at lionheart.com, go to my pinned post, and I got a couple links in there. Or if you want to donate, I got those too. So yeah, thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming on. Beautiful cause, beautiful everything. I love the little jersey and pictures you got hanging up behind you. Fantastic. We love it all. And thank you everyone who has taken part in this little contest. But of course, while we would want to give you all something, we can't. But also it's race day, so we're making y'all race to get your spot into SFB 14. And so we have a very large list of people, and what we're going to do is use our handy dandy randomizer and pull 10 names off of that list, and they will be entered into a race. The winner of that race will win their golden ticket, not because of us, because of that guy down there. And then we'll have our own races, and we'll talk about those when we get to it. But let's do these Lionheart races first. And of course, John giving us crap that we should be prepared before we start.
You don't have the randomizer up, do you?
I have it up. I just don't have it ready to be shared. Here we go. Okay, so
there you go.
I'm going to click this button to get a name, and that
10
name
names. You're pulling 10 names here, right?
Did someone say they needed a new randomizer?
No, nobody said that at all.
Oh, okay. Just checking in.
Yeah. Thanks for checking in, Scott.
Did you bounce him for suggesting a new randomizer?
He jumps in just to do that to me. No, not while I have control of who's on screen or not. Of course, so does he. He could just jump back in. All right, but here we go. Let's pull name number 1. Alex Hepworth.
Alex Hepworth.
Is there?
That's Alan's son. That's Alan's son.
I'm gonna guess that's.
Is there another member of the Hepworth family? Like I thought there could be only one. I thought Hepworth were like the Hepworths were like the Highlanders. All right, so Alex, name number 1. Name number 2. Javier Pinto. I got almost congratulations. Like Javier, start stretching. That's the closest we can say. Name number 3. Peter Terranova.
Terranova, huh? Okay.
Lace up those sneakers, Peter. You're about to get running. Corbin Dubois, however fancy
he's in.
you want to.
I know he's in for a fact.
Yeah, Corb's already in.
He's drafting in LA, I'm pretty sure. So he's not racing today.
How about Cole Trace? Is Cole Trace good enough for you to race?
That works. 6 more names. Did you really not let Scott back in?
He could let himself. He walked away.
Oh, okay.
Sean McCormick. Sean in already?
What was it? Sean what?
McCormick. Lunchbox.
Yeah, he's good. He won a spot or something a while back. He's drafting live, maybe. I don't know. He's in.
All right. Well, Janisha Marshall, next on the list for the races. Start doing some. Someone used the word in the chat earlier. Start doing some calisthenics to get ready. That's such a good word. Calisthenics.
Typed out calisthenics. Oof.
Someone did. I have no idea if they spelled it right, but Mike Estabrooks better check it out because he needs to do some also. Get a little stretching in. You don't want to pull a hammy mid-race.
So that's another name you're giving me? Okay.
Yep. Mike Estabrooks.
Got it.
Casey Simmons. I missed that name. Casey. Good, right?
That's Kamish Casey. He's in and helping us build FCEs.
Just to be clear, you don't need a randomizer. You do need a randomizer? What was that again? Just want to be clear.
Dave Cruz is the next name to be on the list. He bounced himself on that one. Dave Cruz, next name. How many names we got? Do I need to keep going, right?
3 more. 3 more.
Alex Newman is the next name of the person who needs to get ready.
Guamdon definitely in.
Never mind.
Jess Mudo in. And I found out her sleeper handle last night. Pickle sandwich. It made me laugh.
Fantastic. I mean, I remember Jess last year racing like a maniac.
I know Jess was going to be racing today, but already in. So I don't know if Phil's in yet. All right. Phil Clark. Mike. Paul Fitzsimmons. Not sure. Sounds familiar, but not sure if in. So put them on there. All right.
Still going?
So one more.
What about Jules McLean?
Not sure. So all righty. I look at these names over and over and over and over. It's
Alex
ridiculous.
Newman. We need one more.
Is Alex Newman not in? Oh, Guamdon not in. All right.
No, Alex is in already, so Alex doesn't need to race.
Correct. Alex is not listed as racing because I said he was already in.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Never. So. Fine. I was trying to be helpful, and it didn't work as always. So we got our 10 names. Do you need me to pull your screen up? Are you ready for me to share your screen?
I think we're good. There
you go.
I think we're good, right? All right. We got Alex, Javier, Peter, Cole, Mike, Janisha, Phil, Dave, Paul, Jules McLean. There's our racers. Shuffle them up so nobody gets an advantage on where they're running from the field, right? You know, everybody is. We're good and mixed now. So.
Oh, that's right. Alex also might have been the one that let me know that I spelled Bartleby wrong in the first place. So yeah. Thanks for that one.
All righty, we are starting.
Here we go. 3.
Eric, you get to call this. You get to call this race.
Oh yeah, Eric, start calling it. Go announce.
I didn't know it was color commentating. Oh man, it looks like Javier pulled a hammy. He's got to do some catching up to do. Phil Clark just went ahead. We got young Alex there, right there. Phil Clark pulling ahead first. Phil Clark takes it down.
All right.
Congratulations, Phil Clark.
Wow, you weren't kidding. Javier was
limping
at the end of that one.
that was rough. If Phil is already in, we'll just go down the list and we'll go to Jules and then Alex and then Dave. So that's how we'll handle it because we didn't double check all these names. We knew some of them, but Phil Clark, congratulations. And to those that aren't Phil Clark, you're already rooting for him to be in. So that one's good. All right. So congratulations. Thank you, Eric, obviously, for what you do. We are all very big proponents of your tournament that you raise. I will say to people, like, I talked with Eric, I don't know, gosh, it was probably like a year or two ago. Sometimes we talk to people that are running charity fantasy leagues to make sure they're, we try to help people make sure they're doing it the right way. Everything he was doing was already perfect. Like, it was awesome. I was like, dude, there's nothing we can do for you.
Yeah.
Like, you already have this set up.
You don't need us. I'm like, yes, I do. I need to know I'm on the right track. So I appreciate
I was
it.
like, you had it set up like through a charity and everything already. Like, it was perfect. I mean, we're happy to help you and promote you and everything because what you do is awesome. But I was like, I don't even know what we can do for you. You're already running it perfectly. It's awesome. So really, really kudos. Anybody out there, if you're looking for another one to jump in, it is a great one for a great cause. You heard the story. If you're coming in late, go back later and listen to the story of Ezra. Go read about Ezra. It's a really, really cool story, and I love what you do. So I'm glad that you came on and got to give away that spot.
Me too. I'm excited. Thanks for all your support, guys, and it's just awesome. Great community, and thank you, Fantasy Cares.
Yeah, and again, you're absolutely welcome just to hang around if you want. But
yeah, you can call more races. You can always tell Russ he doesn't get to call a race, and you can call whatever races you want.
I might stick around for a little bit. I don't got to get ready for work until about 8:30. So yeah, sounds good.
Oh man, then you're like 3 hours late, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm West Coast. I'm West Coast.
What happens when you live over on that side of the country? So
I know everyone's East Coast.
All right. So
for the heats today. We kicked off Fantasy Cares Eliminators. We've somehow made it however long into the show that we are. And I don't even think we've mentioned those. There are still some leagues to go sign up for. So I encourage folks, go sign up for Fantasy Cares Eliminators. Play against people that you know, play against people that you don't know, and find new people, whatever you want to do. Lots of ways to get involved. What I did for the races today is I went through the top 100 people that are playing in the Eliminators. Like, I had to go through that many to find 24 people that weren't already in. So as you can see, like, people that support us and support the things like the Eliminators and jump into those things. Sometimes their names end up sticking out as being great supporters and finding their way into SFB. It's really helpful to support us. So always continue to do that. But I was able to find 24 people out of that top 100 that weren't already in. So these are people that are playing in a bunch of Eliminators, being extremely supportive and helping what we do. So we're going to run 6 heats of 4 people each because we want to do races today. I'm off work, so we're not on our 15-minute time crunch today, Russ. Nice. So today we're doing some races. We're going to run, like I said, 6 heats, 4 people each. They will advance to a finals, and then there will be a finals from them. And then we have another race after that. For those that did these Star Wars, if you reenacted Star Wars, you're in the finals of the Star Wars one. So we only had I think it was only 9 people that actually went and did the video and sent in a video of them having a May the 4th be with you light sword fight or whatever it's called. So we'll run the light sword fight after the heats and the finals of the Eliminator thank yous. All right. Did I explain all that? We good to go? Everybody know what we're doing here?
John doesn't usually look at the screen that is streaming, but I had to.
I was over there. I saw it.
In solo mode for just a quick second to show the beautifulness that is going on. But yeah, John said it wonderfully, and I am crossing my fingers to make it into SFB this week in that Star Wars race.
You are not eligible or racing today. So, all right. The first heat, we've got Jonathan Butts, Flavorize This, Brian D. Welsh, and Brad Levo. If you're in the Fantasy Cares Eliminators chats, hopefully you get to see one of these folks wins, and you can congratulate them in that DM. So here we go. First race. Oh, my.
What? Look how fancy we are. Jonathan off to a quick lead. All right, turn off loop, Bob. And Brian coming in.
Think of everything.
Man, Jonathan. No, don't slow down, Jonathan. Brian catching up with Brad also at the bottom. No, Jonathan just wanted to make it interesting. Jonathan was like, you know what? let me make it a little better for everyone. Let them think they have a chance at advancing. But they didn't.
All right, Jonathan Butts is in the finals. All right, next heat we have UO foul language. Wow,
Sure.
somebody take the button away. UO foul language. Kev says Missile 429 and Number Cruncher. We are starting it.
I love that we see so many names that were racing last year still racing. We appreciate the heck out of all of you. But here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Taking access away from Bob. Crossing
Thank
the
you.
50 is foul language first, but Kev says right in his heels. No, Kev says takes a quick lead at the 10, has a 5-yard lead, slowing it down. Don't go down. Whew.
I thought Missile was like,
No, that was the wrong one. That was
seriously,
supposed to be a
like,
cheering.
this has to stop. I thought Missile was coming back there at the very end. Like he darted forward, but then he just said, nah, that was the last bit of energy I had.
Missile-
John, I have an eliminator question for you.
Is it how do we eliminate the ability for Bob to play sound effects while other people are talking?
I just
That would be good too. No, this does not feel like good strategy in the eliminators right here.
Okay.
Can you see the screen? I drafted Tom Brady in one eliminator, is what it says.
Oh, I cannot see the screen. And no, that does not seem like a solid strategy
No.
to draft Tom Brady.
Yeah, Bill, that might not work out very well.
I mean, you're not going to get negative points,
Right.
but I don't even know if there are negative points in this year because like bads are good. So goods are
Yeah.
okay and bad things are really good.
Yeah.
So
goods
there-
are
I don't know.
bad. Bads are okay.
Goods are okay and bads are really, really good. That's how you got to look at it. It's the upside down. All right. We've got D Huckman. We've got Junior Windedall. Be interesting to see how his cardio holds up. Micah Dynasty and FF Monsters. Bob, hit a button if you want to. I'm about to hit start.
I don't want to interrupt you again. I mean,
All right, you didn't even hit it. Now he's not hitting.
3,
Perfect.
2.
Oh my god.
Wait till it gets to 0 before you hit the bell sound. Monsters out to a quick lead with D Huckman catching up. Oh man, I remember calling him Duckman last year the entire time, and he probably got
Yeah.
it. But here we go. D Huckman pushing out at the end. Don't slow down at the 5. Why is everybody slow down at the 5? But D Huckman made their way in, advancing to the finals. Congratulations.
They all must be looking back at their other racers, like doing that showboating. So
Looking
they
up at the,
Nice.
like when they
It
have the
is so
jumbotron
risky.
at the end of the end zone, and they're looking up and to see who's catching up.
so risky. All right, we've got Schmitty 008. We all know Tyler. Jerome Roy, YH Dad. I don't know what the YH is. I'm assuming the NY is New York, maybe. I don't know. And Eric Belair. So strapping on those running back shoes. Let's see what Eric can handle today.
Yay! At least
Well,
it's
you got it.
machine. Well-oiled machine right there.
There
Only
you
took
go.
to the fourth race.
Oh man, and we're
4
running.
is not bad.
Eric catching up, but Schmitty taking a bit of the lead. Schmitty going at the 10, at the 5, not slowing down this time. Schmitty easily takes this race.
Gets married and gets into the finals of an SFB race. All right.
It's a
Pretty
good
sure
day for
Schmitty just
Schmitty.
got married. I think he just got married like last weekend.
Is that why he got in?
Is that what?
He was running. I get it.
All right, next one. We've got Josh Reedy, SC Double J, Beer Matters, and BMC Calf. I'm going to guess that's B McCaff, 52. Brandon. I think you're Brendan. All right, here we go.
John, I'm sure rooting for beer matters because beer definitely matters to John. Here we go.
Later
You know what?
on.
There we go. B McCaff coming out to a little bit of the lead, crossing the 50 with about a 10-yard lead. SC Double J sort of maybe trying to make this a contest, but oh man, B
Holy
McCaff.
moly,
letting
this
B
is a
McCaff
very
up.
slow one.
Josh Reedy trying to make it a little bit at the end. Nope. But B McCaff taking it at the 50. Oh, come on, beer matters. Come on.
That was a poor showing. The effects of beer right there.
A little bit too much beer before the race. Beer matters, but beer should not matter before you race.
Sometimes beer has a negative effect, and it still matters. It mattered there, and just not positively.
Everybody. Shake your hair
Final-
and feel united. No.
I have no idea what's going on. Final heat, Michael Chun 12, Arizona Claire, Jacob Layfield, and Beard Zeus. It's a solid name.
All I know is that trolls just want to have fun. But here we go. Off to the races. AZ Claire coming out in a little bit of the lead, but Jacoby trying to make it interesting. Michael up top, taking a little bit of lead, crossing the 51st is AZ Claire. Oh man, a burst of 20 yards and then slowing down. You save that burst for the end. Save that burst for the end. And there it is. AZ Claire easily getting their way into the end zone first. That was our last one, right?
That was it. All right, that was the heats. So now we've got a finals between. We'll keep them, get them shuffled here. Again, we always try to avoid that one spot that is obviously the winning spot. 3, 6, 1, 5 faster. There's not a it's random. Jonathan Butts 54, D Huckman, Schmitty 008, B McCaff, Kev Says, and Arizona Claire. 6-way race for one spot.
I'm a quick one. All right, never mind. Here we go. Schmitty and B Metcalf, the middle of the race, seems to get out early, but no, D Huckman crosses the 51st. Schmitty doesn't want to give this one up easy, coming out to a bit of a 5-yard lead, crossing the 20, crossing the 10. It's close between D Huckman and Schmitty. B Metcalf trying to get it at the end, but nope. It is absolutely a good week for Tyler Schmitty. Congratulations on the nuptials. Congratulations on maybe the better getting into SFB, getting that golden ticket. Or maybe it's just a wedding present. It depends how you want to think about it.
I'll be honest. I really thought Schmitty was already in. So I'm wondering if I missed him on the list. Because
Schmitty's been racing lately, so I don't know.
Has he? Is he not already in?
Well, he is now.
I can double check because if he is already in.
I just checked. He's not even queued. So
Wow.
He is now.
I'll queue him.
He is now. All right, Schmitty, congratulations. Wow. That is nuptials and SFB ticket. I mean, that's
B McCaff. Feels like he does a lot of stuff too.
correct. So like I said, I pulled the list from the top 100 players of Fantasy Cares Eliminator. So there's a reason we recognize.
Sure, there you go.
There's a reason we recognize all these names.
Yeah.
They are, and of that list, like I said, there was already 76 of them were already in. So I had to go down all the way to 100 to get 24 because you said you support Fantasy Cares, and we try to support those that support us. It really, your name stands out. There's no other way around it. So, all right, let's see. We've got one more ticket to give away for the giveaways today. These are our participants that did the light sword fight. Oh my gosh! Oh my!
That sound lingered a little too long.
Yep. All right. So, we're as you've seen on Twitter, the Fantasy Cares org account, we are tweeting out some things and saying recreate these scenes, usually movie related, obviously, because the SFB theme is movies this year. So these are the people that replied and sent a video of them having the light sword fight a la Star Trek.
Most
Those are great.
Well, yes, Russ did send a video of him having a light sword fight with his daughter, and he is not eligible to race because he's already in. I will say, when you involve your kid, it really does just get so much better. The one that guy had his wife. I mean, he had a full routine. He has done this before. You could tell he was an experienced light sword fighter with the routine that he was doing. And then at the end, she pulled out a dart gun and shot him. That one had me laughing.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was good.
That was good. So good. But yeah, having your kids in there fighting with brooms and stuff, it's so fun. Just have fun with this stuff, folks. That's all you got to do. It is fun. So entertain. All right, let's see who's getting in for the light sword fight. You ready?
My daughter was supposed to win our fight, by the way, but then she fell down and I wasn't going to let her get back up. All right, off to the races. Micah coming out to a little bit of lead. Bonfire catching up close with Hosers on the bottom. Oh, Bonfire crossing the 51st, but letting Micah catch up a little bit I can TULH Hawk is crossing the 5 first. Are they going to cross? No. Civil Food Fights out of nowhere is first to cross the line. Congratulations, Civil Food Fights A on the
Civil
fantastic
Food
name.
Fights. It is a good name. I think he's Pat Fryermuth Fan Club is like the other, like the name
Yeah.
part of, not the handle.
Well,
They're
sorry on that
close.
one, but congratulations. Golden, again, assuming you are signed up and assuming that Scott doesn't hate you, you are the proud recipient of a golden ticket into SFB 14.
I love the way you phrase that every time.
Well, I'm just saying, if I hate someone, that doesn't get them banned from SFB.
All right, he is queued. He was not queued yet, so yep, he is.
Fantastic.
I will
Well,
say there are definitely people I don't like at all in SFB because we don't have to all get along, right?
Some of us do a lot for Fantasy Cares, and so you still let us in. It's amazing.
Hey,
and I'm very appreciative of that. Yeah.
Um,
Well, congratulations to everyone who has won their spot into SFB today. Bob, do we have more things to share?
Hey, look at that beautiful picture.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much to Dynasty Nerds and dynastynerds.com for being a sponsor of the SFB 14 live events. Emerald level, which sounds so very fancy. Thank you very much.
That means they're a big sponsor. Big
That-
sponsor.
That is a big
Yeah.
deal.
They're up there. So, and Rich is actually hosting the Cleveland live event. So it is full, but that doesn't mean you can't go, folks. Go and hang out. You know that Rich is anybody that's ever hung out with Rich Dotson, it's enjoyable.
Rich
So,
can throw a party.
Rich can throw a party for sure. So I don't think we can build it up enough because I have no doubt he will exceed whatever we build up. Go to the Cleveland event. Thank Rich for being a sponsor of SFB Live, and thank him for having Dynasty Nerds. That's actually going to be. It's not out yet, but that's going to be what the promo code is today for the Fantasy Cares Eliminators. It's going to be a sub to Dynasty Nerds, a GM sub. So, again, super helpful of Rich. Helping support us. Going to get some people some other things. Yes, Bill Underwood is asking about Voodoo. That will be me in Cincinnati and Shane Hallam in Pittsburgh. Both of us are going to be hosting at Voodoo. The SFB live events are pretty much locked in at this point for the U.S. ones and most of the internationals. But that doesn't mean you can't still sign up and let us know your interest. That's still helpful because there might be people that have changes in plans over the next 2 to 3 months. So we will be looking for replacements, I'm sure, at some point for some places. So still go fill that out. Let us know. It makes it a lot easier for us to find you to replace people. Yeah.
Thank you
I
for
would love to
the
go to
we love
Wyoming.
the dedication, Preston. We love it that not only are you willing to host it, you will just draft the whole thing. That is,
Yeah.
we love it. We love it.
I'm
But
sure
also,
one of those teams won't be amazing.
but also to add on to what John was saying, just because you're not drafting live, got to be honest, it is so much fun just to be there. I was at New York live last year, even though I was not drafting. I'm going to New York and Philly this year. It was so much fun just to be in the atmosphere of the live event, of everyone else drafting, and not have the pressure of having to draft live, and just being able to make fun of everyone else who drafted clearly so poorly at the time, because we all know exactly what's going to happen in the NFL season, so we can say how wrong their picks are.
Yeah, I'm excited to go to the Orlando one. I haven't gone to the only one I've been to was Cincinnati last year, and I was pretty busy the entire time running it. So I am looking forward to going there and not being in charge of it and just getting to kind of experience it and enjoy it. It should be a lot of fun. It is the day after the Cincinnati one, so I'm going to help Zach out. I'll do whatever he wants me to do, but I'm also very much looking forward to that day to unwind from the from when Cincinnati is.
It's better that it's the day after instead of the day before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You'll be
For
able
sure.
to
Zach's
relax.
doing it in the reverse. Zach's coming in to help me in Cincinnati and enjoy that one, and then he's got to throw Orlando the next day. So,
Jeez.
but me and Bob will just be hanging out down there in Orlando and not having to run it, which is going to be great.
All right. Well, if you are not to shift gears a little bit to the dynasty world, if you are not a crazy individual like most of us are, and you have not had your rookie draft yet, don't forget you can go to fantasycares.org/dummies And your donation can get you the 56-player, over 20,000 word write-ups of one of the Dynasty Dummies himself, Zach Reed at Tacit Assassin 13. All of those write-ups with beautifully constructed pictures of those players as well. If you listen to the Dynasty Dummies rookie Hootenanny, you know just how good and how brilliant. And if you don't know how good Zach is, he constantly beats me at fantasy football. And to beat me constantly at fantasy football, you know they have to be just spectacular.
Average.
Spectacularly
Average
average.
at best.
Yeah. Thanks for clearing that
Russ,
up.
I do have one more race set up. I don't have any names in it
Ooh.
yet, but I do have
Oh.
one set up, by the way.
Oh, do you?
Russ
Yeah,
Russ uses his randomizer to set his lineups. What is this music going on?
That was a
I don't
mystery
know.
race.
Mystery race.
Mystery race music. All right, what are we doing for this race?
Well, before we do that, Bosch, can I possibly peer pressure you into coming to Philly?
You cannot.
Okay, I tried.
I don't I don't know what day it is, but
I think it's the 14th. Pretty sure Philly's the 14th.
I have it written down.
probably not. I'll say
Because I think we have
probably not.
Sirius is in Philly that weekend, and Sirius is in LA the next weekend.
I'll say probably not pressure me into doing it.
Well, you can,
We'll
by
see.
the way, if you don't know, go to scottfishbowl.com and there is a drop-down box for the live events where you can see the interest form that has a link for every single live event that will show you all the details. Date, time, location, all the good stuff. Because again, you don't need to be there only because you're drafting. Just go there to have a good time. There's going to be so much fun stuff going on. And again, if anything else, what's the point of fantasy football than to just make fun of everyone else? So there's no one to make fun of your bad picks because you won't be picking. You can just go and make fun of everyone else.
It feels
I'm not
like
saying
you're
I
telling
don't
me,
want to
Russ,
go, by the way. It's just usually my summer travel plans involve either a beach or a roller coaster. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
usually where I am over the summer.
Philly not
One of
strong
those
in either
places.
of those, really.
No, Philly has Dorney Park, or close-ish Dorney Park. So I've been to Dorney Park a couple of times, actually. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Demon Drop's a really, really fun ride.
I mean, Hershey's not super far from Philly.
True.
It does
All right,
sound, Russ,
so-
like you're telling me to make a page with all the live event info for people to go to. That's what
That's
it
probably
sounds
a
like.
great idea and a pretty, yeah,
How
for
do we
sure.
not have that?
It's
I don't
there if you go to sign up for
Look,
it, but you have to individually
made it.
click on each
I made
one.
it.
So we can pull that info together real quick.
Look at that. We
For
made the
some-
board during the show.
Throw some of our sponsors on the overlay of it. Those SFB Live sponsors, give them a
Yep.
little more
I like it.
publicity because they're
Good
great.
idea.
So
Look at that, everybody. You just got a view of the process right there. Look at that. Behind the scenes, all of you. You're all part of it. Clearly-
with everything.
This is like at this point to them, they're getting annoyed. They're pulling a Bosch and getting annoyed at how much we're talking when we have this blank race screen up on the side.
yep. They're like, give us the word, Russ. Come on.
So the first 14 people to type the word Bosch, BOSCH,
Oh.
into the chat.
Why would you do that when Roar or Lion are options today? What is the matter with you?
Because we're talking about John, and even though Eric is sitting there, he hasn't been part of the conversation.
He was
Roar
paying
or
attention.
Lion, right there. Right there. Man.
We've had many conversations just today about how I am not really just mentally on it as well as I could be. So here we go.
Am I helping though with that, Russ?
So you're always helpful.
With those constant costumes?
Yeah, the dinosaur helmet, the hat, absolutely. That drew me right back onto task. So here we go. We got some names. We got, and just again to put it out there, we see names in a different order than you do. If you send yours at the same time as someone else, yours shows up first for you, but it comes in real time for us. So I promise I'm not skipping anybody. It's the order I see them in. So here we go. First, we have Alex Hova. Plural rural juror. Ooh. Nathan Carosello. Gary K. Gil. We'll put Brad Duff in, even though he missed the letter. Luke
Ooh.
Jukum.
Luke Jukum. Luke Jukum was the Star Wars.
Yep.
Yep. I was like, oh, that's even a fun name.
Yep.
He's rooting for the bad guy in the movie, I guess, or maybe it's just his real name, but you know.
Devin Kahn. Jerry Bagshaw. Casper.
That's Mike. I have finally figured out who Casper is. It's Micah _ Dynasty FF, right?
Yep. A Dumbly.
I'm gonna need. What was that one?
ADUMBLI. Welcome. I don't remember seeing your name before, so hey.
Yeah, that's a new one. I like it.
Joey Sweats. Tim Glinsky. And Bill Underwood.
Bill is in, right?
He put his name in and he knows he knows what the races are for.
I'm pretty sure Bill is one of my Cincinnati live drafters, if I'm not mistaken. You said
All
it was
right.
Bill Underwood, right?
Yep.
Let's check this real fast here.
There are 2 Bill Underwoods. Are they the same person in here?
Yeah, there's a
Double
different
account?
Yeah, he's already
Yeah,
in. Bill, you're not
yeah.
racing today.
And this
All right,
is
so
definitely
we'll
the
skip
same
over
guy.
and go to
so I'm
Sean
gonna
Hogan.
hide the
Sean
duplicate.
Hogan.
Yep.
All right. We've got our racers now. Maybe Bill just wanted to get a little exercise in. It's understandable. Like I said, the names in the lives, there's the amount of times I looked at those. It's amazing. All right. Everybody ready? Everybody got their randomized
Adam
good
Lee.
spot here?
Adam Lee. I like it.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Off to the races. Man, I'm not even sure. Oh, man, there you go. Joey Sweats coming out to a quick lead with Bill, catching up a little. Casper trying to make it a race, also crossing the 50. Oh, man, Sweats just pushing. And Adam Lee trying to catch up also with Carasello. Nope, Joey Sweats. It got a little interesting.
Oh,
towards the end.
Hova. Oh, Hova. Oh,
Hova.
my goodness. Oh, oh, my. That might have been the slowest 100 we've ever seen.
Oh, man, I was losing interest on that one by the time you dropped.
I was only interested because it went from like, it kind of lost interest, but then it got so bad I got more interested in it again. Like full roller coaster. There was enough time to go through the whole range of emotions there and come back around. That was
Well, Joey Sweats, congratulations.
Congratulations, Joey Sweats. You will have to let us know your Twitter handle or real name. DM it to the Fantasy Cares org account or to Russ Fisher. He often does a lot of that and handles it, which is nice of him. Thank you, Russ.
All right. Well, yeah, Joey, let us know who you are. You can throw it in here if you're comfortable. If not, you can DM at Dynasty Outhouse or at Fantasy Cares Oregon. We'll work on getting you in.
He
Um,
expressed interest in a live event. Joey, are you able to travel to Sao Paulo, Brazil?
Ooh.
Ooh.
They are literally the last one with spots, but they've had some issues in Brazil
yes.
that have apparently slowed the process of finalizing, which is completely understandable. So
Yeah,
At the
Yeah.
Fantasy
they might
Sweat.
actually not.
that's
they might
right. I
not-
forgot that
they might
they're,
not
they're
actually
good.
have
They're just gonna be a few days.
Yeah, they've got some flooding going on. So
Yeah.
At the Fantasy Sweat is Joey, so you can go check that in now.
I
And-
do recognize that handle. Yes.
Maybe in a couple of years, Joey, we'll be able to bankroll someone's trip to Sao Paulo.
Look,
on top
that
on top of me getting sent there as well.
Yes, when I said I wanted to go to Brazil, I'm going to Orlando. Sorry, Zach, just kidding. No, I'm very, very happy to be going there.
Yeah, we should
But obviously,
send.
I would for sure choose Brazil.
Do they have some good roller coasters in some of the international locations? We can send you to one of them next year.
I mean,
I am
Brazil
sure
has a carnival, right?
there are some places outside the U.S. that have roller coasters that look crazy good.
Yeah.
I've
I
only
can
been to
imagine
one
there's
outside. I went to one
different
theme park,
restrictions.
Toverland. It's called Toverland in the Netherlands. It was pretty fun. They had a few.
Yeah.
They had a few rides. We did like Disneyland Paris too, but that doesn't count. That's not a roller coaster park. But Toverland was pretty good.
There's a Super Mario Land park in Japan, and they're putting a coaster together for Donkey Kong, where
Okay.
it stimulates your. If you play Donkey Kong Country, there's boards where you're riding in a mine cart,
Yep.
and you
yep.
you jump over broken tracks. They
Yep.
simulate that in the roller coaster. You should look it up. It's terrifying.
That sounds awesome. Do you know there's like videos that were doctored that used to go around like, hey, look at this crazy ride, and it was all like, yeah, and like there would be like these swings like shoot out at the end of stuff, and like so you would look. To me, I'm like, God, that looks like fun. I wish this was real. That looks amazing.
I am not a roller coaster person whatsoever. Yes, and Mario Land is coming to Orlando. Yeah,
It's in California. I hear it's really, really small. I wonder how big Orlando's one is going to be. It's the kind of one where you probably have to do other stuff on that trip.
yeah. But I went to Universal and Disney in Orlando a couple of months ago, and I am not a roller coaster person, but I went to the Harry Potter World part of Universal, and they have a Hagrid roller coaster. So at some point, you start going backwards, and I'm like, all right, so I saw the end of the ride, and you don't go into it backwards. How are they turning us around? And as I think that, apparently, roller coasters can have drops.
Mhm.
Was not ready for that.
Mm.
I screamed. My daughter laughed at how I screamed. My 8-year-old daughter sitting next to me was laughing at at the scream I let out. I highly recommend it to anyone who likes roller coasters. It is, I'm sure, fantastic for you. For me, there's a very funny picture of me just screaming my face off because it was terrifying.
That's awesome.
All right. Do we have anything else we need to touch on?
Bob's got something up here. I don't know what it's back there for, but it's back there and it looks
I could
cool.
say go Timberwolves.
Is
Go
that something
Timberwolves
you want to
tonight.
show off? Is that
You
something you want to
can.
show off?
You're more than welcome to.
What's going on?
He can hit all the sound buttons, but Russ, he can't hit the button to present something.
Do I need to do this? I can do this. Okay.
That is a cool.
I mean, we had Lionheart on, so we might as well show off the Lion King.
That's sick.
Now
Well
I
done.
get it. Now the connection is made. All right.
Well,
So that will be
I
available
forgot to put
soon.
myself in the Bob brain to make that
I did,
connection.
Ryan. I did. But as we are checking these boxes together and Bob making the connection that I did not, why don't we give Eric the floor for a second to remind everyone what he's here for, what he was giving away spots for.
Yeah, so me and my wife run a tournament called the Lionheart Legacy Bowl, and we raise money to go to the Lionheart Legacy Fund, and we partner with Angel Foster's Care to help kids with unique challenges. So I kind of told the story earlier, but we had a family who took in 3 kids from foster care in 4 years. So the Legacy Fund gave them a double stroller. We had a family who their son was getting surgery, and so we put the family up in hotel rooms so they could be there while their son was getting surgery out of town. Just little things like that. The social workers have access to the fund, so they can identify the challenge and spend it. I don't ever see the money removed from it. So we're a 501c charity. So when you sign up for the Lionheart Legacy Bowl, all that money that we raise just goes directly to helping out these kids. And I really appreciate everyone who signed up so far. We're in the 5th year of it. Last year we raised $3,500. I set that goal for this year as well. We had 144 people sign up last year. I'm hoping to get 24 more this year. We're already at 100 signups, and we don't draft till August, so we're on track there. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Fantasy Cares, for all your promotions. Big shout out to Hep, who helps me behind the scenes, getting it all done and getting all the MFL stuff set up, the data scraping onto our site for scoring, because we had to go to multiple leagues and I had no idea how to do that. So it's been fun learning. And it's just cool to do a hobby and to do something good with it. And again, I love this fantasy community. You guys are all great. Everyone that reaches out, just want to helpful, and we just feel truly blessed to be a part of this, and being on here is unreal. So thank you, and thank you, Bosch, for your phone calls, even though you say you don't need me. Just help to know that
No,
I'm
I
on the
said
right
you don't
track.
need us. You don't need us. You were doing everything right by the book. It was great.
So
It's very refreshing to have that phone call and have it go that way. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
but I appreciate it. Just to know, just to have the little nudge going, and then if you can get to a live draft for Scott Fishbowl, get to one. And then maybe you'll have Ian Fish make fun of your draft like he did last year. Is he going to go again, Scott? And because he totally gave me crap for my Rodgers pick. So
yeah,
that was,
are you going again to that one?
Yeah, I'll be at LA Live. Yeah,
I'll be there too. Ian will not be there this year. No, he'll be making fun of picks in Minnesota though. Maybe
Perfect.
Denver. We'll see.
Perfect.
We'll see, but definitely Minnesota.
But just to tie a bow on the end of that, if you aren't already following Eric at Lionheart Dad, go do that. And his pinned tweet is the information for the Lionheart Legacy Fund Bowl, Legacy Bowl. Sorry, I was reading instead of talking. With all the links and everything you need. So go check him out, check that out, join in. I mean, if you just check the chat while he was talking, everyone was endorsing how awesome it is. So go be a part of it, be a part of, all the awesomeness that comes along with it. We are good. We are done. Thank you, everyone, for taking time out of your busy Friday, because I know you all care so much about your day jobs. So taking time away from your day jobs, it just means so much to us, because I know all of us are just guilt stricken about not working right now. But thank you, everyone, for being here, being part of this. Just even if you're here just to have fun, that means even more. But taking part in all of this means so much to us, and we will catch you next time.